Okay, people, it's Franny here. Frugal Franny, that is, back at you. I just had to make this video because my neighbor saw me changing tires and they're like, "Oh, you change your own tires? Like, what's your time worth?" And I was like, oh my God, if you only knew. And this is why I want to make this video. And here are the 5 reasons why I choose to change my tires myself. And in the spirit of hating clickbait, I'm going to start with reason number 1. So the number 1 reason why I change my own tires is time. This is a Bugatti. It's a Bugatti Veyron. My neighbor says it kind of looks like a Volkswagen, so it shows how much of a moron they are. I'm going to change the 4 tires on this Bugatti and show you a little time lapse of that. And by the time I get back, boom, that took exactly 18 minutes to do. So you're going to take the time to book an appointment to go to a garage. You're going to drive there. You're probably going to have to leave your car there. So you're going to have to wait for a shuttle or a courtesy car because they need your vehicle for the whole day to change 4 tires. You're going to have to get a ride back there or a courtesy car. You're going to have to go through the whole checkout process where they try and upsell you on changing your transmission fluid. And then you're going to pay for it, and then you're going to drive home. And then you're going to say, what's my time worth for changing my own tires? That's going to take you a hell of a lot longer than 18 minutes. And it's going to cost you way more than free. Reason number 2 is trust. Now, this is a tough one, but I have trust issues, I guess. But by doing my wheels myself, I know for sure that every single bolt is torqued to manufacturer's spec. Next time you're at a big department store where they have a shop, just have a look in the garage and see who's changing the tires in there. Chances are they're 16, 17, 18 years old. Who knows what's going on in their life? Maybe their girlfriend broke up with them on Facebook Live and they're distracted. Maybe they were up all night studying for an exam to get into university, but for some reason they forgot to torque one of your wheels. So you pick up your car, you load up the kids, you go skiing in the mountains with one wheel that doesn't have the bolts tightened. That's scary. Is it common? No, but has it happened? For sure it's happened. And reason number 3 is tools. Every single vehicle comes with the tools required to change a tire. It also comes with instructions in the owner's manual on how to change that tire. The only real specialty tool you'll need is a torque wrench. And the torque wrench is used just to make sure that you don't over tighten the bolts or under tighten the bolts, and there's a manufacturer's spec for that. This wrench is probably, I don't know, 50 or 60 bucks. This looks like a Home Depot one. It's a Husky. And how do I find the torque specs? Well, I just take the owner's manual out of the Bugatti. I go to the index, find wheel bolts, torque specs. I go to that page. Lo and behold, I need 88 foot-pounds of torque to torque my bolts to manufacturer's spec. So I can set up my torque wrench. If you're not familiar with this, you can see this one. I'm starting at 60 here. So I add 10 more foot-pounds to 70. I add 10 more foot-pounds to get to 80. And then I add 8 to get to 88. And once that's set up, you know, I get the torque wrench on the wheel. When it clicks, that's when it's tight enough, and that's to manufacturer's spec. I can go over it and check them all over and over again, drive the car for a bit, do it again, and know that I'm safe. And the 4th thing is a little bit nitpicky, but you can see I have tape on the wheels. So I mark the wheels where they were on the vehicle the season before, so that when I go to put them back on, I can rotate them properly and I'm not putting the tires back in the same spot. Also in the shop, they kind of get kicked around, your wheels. They roll them around, they fall on the floor, they bang into each other, they get scuffed up. I'm kind of a type A type of person who doesn't like that to happen to my wheels, so I prefer to handle them myself so they don't get all scratched and banged up. And number 5, which I don't actually really have a number 5, is that tires are serious business and wheels are serious business. If you don't feel comfortable doing any of this, I'm not suggesting that you do any of it. I'm just saying why I choose to DIY it, because I'm Frugal Franny. That's why. So what's your time worth?